All right, this is another video. One thing is for sure is I'm just thankful. Now I'm hearing this bottom feeders talking to me via V2K. Tell me how they're gonna watch me in this different torture. He's gonna rape you. He's gonna do this. Like, listen, I just woke up to the most disturbing dream, but this is what they do. One thing is for sure is they have this habit of torturing people in the pedophile type of ways. They are nasty, and they were trying to use gender as if them being women make what they do different than when they do that toward children or women. They have raped, tortured women, tortured children, even sexually, and I have no doubt that the people who's involved in my torture, in my targeting, have also involved themselves in hurting children and women. So let me start with an introduction. I'm a target individual, meaning that I'm a human subject, and a human subject in a program where they're developing this technology that can do so much horrible things to you remotely. The things that they can do to you consist of just destroying your body. They're using direct air energy. They can destroy your organs, your bones, do so much to you physically with nothing around you. Like, no, not with just this technology that can hit you and hit your organs and do things to your organs very precisely, using this defense technology. But there's also the technology that can capture your brain and then start overlaying your brain with thoughts, emotions, reactions, manipulations of your memories, manipulations of memories, and obviously blocking memories. This is a program that's led by this governmental entity in the Department of Defense. These agencies have been doing that for a long time. We talk about CIA, DOD, obviously, and DARPA, type of agencies. Seems like it's broader than just one agency. And they contract what you call bottom feeders, perps, which are bottom feeders. And this trash start doing this application of this technology onto you. They do these things to you, and a lot of them try to create a persona to themselves while doing these things to you. They are really not the creme de la creme. I mean, anybody can be involved in that. Obviously, you can be a very smart person, or you can be a child, meaning that anybody can be involved in that. But when they do this, they have this habit of also this trend of creating a psyop, trying to present themselves in different fashion, try to make it look like it's anything but this large government running this program. And they're disturbing. And one of these tactics they like to utilize to break people down, including women, is the pedophilia type of torture. They force you to have like sexual stimulation toward children. You've heard that before. When I talk about they're just the bottom feeders, they're disgusting. And they're just nobodies too. They're just cowards. Right now, I'm hearing in the interaction via V2K, and the way they talk to me, you'll think it's the fiercest human being you will see. When in reality, they're just a little coward shit in their pajamas. Truly the nothings. But because it's so easy to do what they do, it has empowered them. That nothings like them, who actually call you a nothing, ironically enough, which is part of what they do. They project the reality of what they're in. They call you nothing, they are truly the nothings. They call you a pedophile, they're pedophiles. This like tendency of just try to projecting reality onto you. And this is constant. They really are trying to train your brain in different ways. For example, I just had a dream that they manipulate me. They do these dream modulations, which is also ways to kind of condition your brain. They just made me have this weird dream, and it's not the first time to do that all the time, where, for example, I was listening to some speaker, and then they make me have this dream about the speaker, and then they started like making me think of like a some kind of agent and this woman, and this agent was talking about when he was doing things to this woman when she was a child, and they started playing my genitals, stimulating me. And then they made me have imagine having sexual interaction with a woman who is like older than me, in order to condition me, to stimulate me and train my brain to think about children in a sexual way. And then they say something weird about mustaches. Yesterday I talked about a video where they're making me look at this 12-year-old kid, weirdly, where they gave her a mustache and kind of looked like a different, like almost looking like a boy, but like, and so they were saying that so that I can think of that kid. And while they make me think of while I'm having this dream, it's a sexual dream. It's so nasty. It is disturbing. And then I wake up, it's like it's rough. They're gonna frame you. They're gonna rape you. They're gonna do this, and this is gonna be a rough rape or whatever. I rather get tortured in the worst way. I don't want to be tortured. I don't want to be raped. But instead of doing what you do, I rather get raped. I'll take rape every day of my life than having to live my life doing what they do. I don't want to be screaming in pain. I don't want to be yelling. I don't want to be crying. But I'd rather get raped, torture, crying, be in pain, than living the way they live. These people, what they've done to women, what they've done to children, and the fact they live day in and day out to try to condition a man or a woman in this pedophilia ways is the life of somebody who's trash. But they're gonna die as trash. While we die in poverty and sufferance, it's better than having to live like trash. And what I mean by trash, it means that you have the ability to live any life. I'm not talking about the condition of your living. I'm not talking about the ability to buy whatever you want. I'm talking about just the daily life of doing things that are trash. Just weak. And the cowards too. That's the thing. They try to sound fierce, when in reality they are trash. I'd rather get tortured in the foulest ways. These people have bloods of women. They have raped these women in ways that you don't understand. But the way they try to talk to me, they think that somehow that aspect of things have been forgotten. They think that I've forgot that they have destroyed the life of some of the most vulnerable people, including women. That women haven't killed themselves, and I don't know this fact. They think that they can brainwash me into forgetting that. Not. They want me to look at them and what they wanted to present themselves as this fierce, strong femme fatale. And so when they do what they do, instead of like what they do to when they do that to women or children, I should see them as a daring ways, a radical way of just for justice. Right? But when they do that to women or children, oh, sorry, are bad. That's truly what they want me to see them as. And they tell me how they're gonna implant child porn, but hey, when they do it, because they're fierce, they're femme fatale, it's badass. But when you find out that this entity is contracting these bottom feeders, because agencies are running this program from DOD, you find out that there's a bunch of pedophiles in this agency. Matter of fact, it's funny, there's this director of DSS, right? And when he was doing his check on examining computers of different DOD employees, because that's their job at the time, he found a bunch of child porn. Like I said, they project reality. They push on you what they have as an issue. So I'm like, oh, you guys are the pedophiles. It's your bad that you're bad that you're gonna implant child porn, or is it your bad that there's a lot of pedophiles in these entities running this program? When I say living like trash, that's what I mean. They're not in poverty. but they are living life where thinking that implanting child porn on somebody's computer makes them fierce. That is the radicalness about them. And when they say, they try to sound it like, yo, I'm bad. So you fucking trash pedophiles. You torture even children. You know that? I know that. I know you sexually torture children. I know. Slowly killing infants. I know. If such thing as actually hell exists, you know you're going there for sure. But that's I don't care about that. Please live that long life of doing these things. You know you're waiting for things to come to you in ways that you don't even understand. And it won't take much. Like I said, they're bottom feeders. I know who's really responsible for me being in this program, and I'm looking at. I can imagine him just laughing. He's like, "Listen, he would not be like, oh, I'm not bad. I'm planning child porn." He's like, "Let this trash, these retards do these things." But they better not say the name I'm gonna say. Don't say Roy Moore. What happened to that fierceness? You're fierce enough to implant child porn, but can't say his name. These people are low life, and they talk about the rage because I provoke them with reality. I'd rather die in whatever ways I'm gonna die. You know, when I say I don't want to be raped and tortured, but I'd rather get tortured than do what they do. They started making me think, what about Brittany? She wanted it. It's like, Brittany, this is the person they say they claiming they do it for. No, I've talked to this woman, right? This is a woman they wanted to be like, oh, we're avenging for her. It's like, really? I started talking to this woman and say, hey, how's life? Life is doing well. Doing her best, living her best with her family. Not even a speck in her mind. But no, the people who torture, rape, and fry women, they are so fearful. Oh my God, no, for her. You're gonna tear our rage. Yeah, trash ass. You guys are frauds who wanted to use her as some reason to make yourself believe you're in this fantasy that you come some kind of revenger, avengers of some sort, when in reality you're just destroying even women's life. Can you imagine the people who would destroy the life of any woman put in this program like they have? I try to make it sound like they're doing it for a woman, and I start talking to this woman. It's like, oh, time changed, time heals all. I was like, you trash ass. Nasty low life. But it's okay. There's a time for everything. I have to keep remember, yes, these people are doing these things to me currently, but the reason why they're doing to me this right now is because they can't say Roy Moore. And why they can't say that is because this conservative company who actually helps support a bill, help support flipping the Roe versus Wade law, which means abortion in some states are no longer possible because this organization donated a lot of money, enough to help, enough to move things around. And so when they try to play this fierce, progressive, femme fatale, it's like, trash, you are such a loser. You can go in all the rallies, we know who runs the show. The reason why you can be so fierce around me is because I'm already dead. And you want to live your fantasy through me. With me, what you made the mistake of is, I'm not going to let you live your fantasy. I'm going to make sure to see yourself for what you truly are. You sign your life to pedophiles. And there's nothing fierce about playing child porn and torturing children and torturing women, and then try to make yourself fierce and avenging to a woman that you will destroy. Oh, she wanted it, huh? Hey, Brittany, how's your life? I'm living my best life. You're gonna pay for that rage. You're gonna see our rage. These people who are torturing women, Talk about Britney living her best life. Listen to the testimonials of this woman that they torture. Destruction in every way. Literally, one woman say, "My life has been destroyed in every way." Her quote. That's what they're in. They're like, if you pay. And what they do to children, that's another level. That's when I think what they deserve is not on this earth. There's no words that can describe what these people involved in this program deserve, for the simple fact of how they can torture children. And a lot of them have kids. Slowly torturing, slowly killing kids. And for some who don't have that experience, who are involved in mass targeting, they are still within the program that does that to children. But you gotta understand that if they have already started manipulating people to think about children in these disgusting ways, just as the next step for these people who are just starting is to torture children. But currently, these people are working on a program where children are being tortured, destroyed. So I want them to live this foul life. The foulest. I want them to dedicate more time. And I mean that in the most mean-spirited way. Because it's obvious that people living this life, it comes back to them in ways they don't even understand. They would try to tell me that there's a time when they were like, hope for it. Hope for whatever we did to you or involve ourselves in comes back to us. I'm like listening to her. It's like, oh my gosh, this thing could even happen today. I don't have to hope for anything for you. Today could be that day where whatever you want me to hope for is just going to happen. Just any day. I don't even, it doesn't even, I'm like, you for sure. It's just, you even yourself know. You're just waiting for that time. You know it's going to come. You're just waiting for that. Look who's countering this. If I was you, I don't know. I'd go to, I don't know. Like, if I've done the foulness or involved myself in the foulness that they're in, I don't know. Like, I would donate the rest of my wealth or my money to some charity work. I don't know. And I'd like live with them. Nothing, like, because these people, it's just a matter of time. You can't even see, like, when I see them, I'm like, oh my gosh, any day could be that day that I'll need to hope for. For me, I'm just thankful to God. Thank you, God, truly. And I like when they try to agitate me and tell me they are God to agitate me. It's like, thank you, fake God, then. Thank you. You gave me the strength I needed. And, well, for now, and I hope you give me the more strength that I will need for the torture, for the rage. Because their fierceness needed to be accepted, and I don't accept that. They're just trash. Losers and bottom feeders sold their soul to pedophiles, destroy lives of women all around the world. And children, which is another level. So when they watch me scream and enjoy that moment of me screaming, I was like, yeah, go continue to do this. What I hope for, anytime. Well, sorry, what you wanted me to hope for, anytime. But please, know that when I'm screaming, I'll never think about these retards. I'll think about the person who's the cause of why I'm screaming. And he's somewhere in Midwest. You guys trust like you. It's like somebody they already is. For example, imagine like I bring that example. When a child, you want to make it seem like a child did something, but you actually did all the work. Like, for example, like for example, you go hunting, right? The animal comes, you shoot the animal, and then you're like, oh, here, kids, shoot that guy, shoot the animal. and he shuts it. Like, wow, you did it! You killed it! Wow! It's like them. It's like this psyop that I was already, my life was destroyed by the simple fact that this man put me in this program. He destroyed my life, and that was it. Now these people want to kind of recreate reality and present themselves as something else but what they're part of. And they've been humiliated throughout this whole process. The proof that they do the pedophilia type of torture, it's like people literally saying the same thing I'm saying, like surreal level. It just, let me say that word, unbelievable, as just when Daniel Payne was unbelievable shocked when he saw the amount of child porn he was seeing, when this government employee working for the DOD had so much child porn on the computers, that he was shocked and found it unbelievable. It's unbelievable to find out that there's so much similar testimonials coming from all around, from a decade ago, from today, from throughout the years, describing exactly what you're describing. And these bottom feeders are still trying to counter that. It's like, wait there, it's us, it's our money, it's our money. Using V2K, that's how they try to talk to me. Still trying to disorient me and agitate me by saying how they dared. When in reality, the reason why they're saying that is because I dared to step on some toe that put me in this program. And they cannot even dare to step on the toe of somebody who's called Roy Moore. I asked somebody to say the name, she was shaking. Who's a perp? She literally was shaking in front of me. She got nervous. As if I was telling her to say a blasphemous name. She starts trembling. I felt bad. I almost felt bad. Like, oh my gosh. Oh wow, I'm sorry. Like, it made me feel sad for her, for making her saying this man's name. She was shaking. She was trembling. And I was like, I said that. And she would say Roy Moore. Scared. I don't know what restriction they have against saying this person's name. But it's so pathetic. So they're like, no, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be so... It's like, because I'm already... Anything can happen to me. I'm already there. I'm done. Like I said, you're like that child that they made believe that he did this. And now you're just trying to counter the reality. You guys are pedophiles. You torture children. The women that you have destroyed have been saying what you guys do to them. You cannot pretend to be whatever you want to be, because reality is always going to be there. You torture children and women. This is what this program does. You're horrible. It's so disturbing that even 3-week-old infants have tasted some of this horribleness. Now do your nasty shit. Do what you do. Trash is trash. Do your frame, implant child porn, and tell yourself how fierce you are. When I saw how scared you were to say a name of this person. But V2K gives them this. They give this empowerment to these losers. They're like, oh, you're nothing. Oh, let this nothing say the name for you then. You're truly projecting reality because you are the nothing. But I'm glad that you call me a nothing, because then in this case, I'm thankful for being the nothing and you being a something. To all my target individual, they try to degrade us. As a matter of fact, somebody say, oh, you're smart. I'm a genius. They try to degrade us. They try to put us down. You know, it's funny, sometimes when I speak, I use wrong grammar, and they try to use that against me, and I repeat the same wrong grammar, just like, oh, I'm more strong now. I say, even, instead of saying stronger, I think at one point I'll say more strong. I was like, I'm more strong. I was like, yes, I'm more strong now. And I hope God gives me more strong. Then I didn't have to live my life to be more weak like these bottom feeders. And I'm thankful that I became a genius. and not as something like them. To all my target individuals, stay strong. Stay strong. Because these losers, these bottom feeders will try to break you down. Do not break down. Understand that you have more dignity in your pinky. And I've said in the pinky that they will have in their whole life. They even sell their own children. So stay strong. Stay strong.